Smokin Ed Currie. I'm the president, owner, mad scientist, and chef at the PuckerButt Pepper Company, and I'm going crazy with today's adventure. We got Ryan and Lee here at the store.
Hello. Welcome back to today's adventure. This is an epic video for us because, as you saw, we have the famous Ed Currie himself.
I am just another man.
He always says that, and he is just another man, but you know, he's a very humble, very generous, good-hearted, kind man. So he is not just another man, and he will always tell you to put other people first. So he's a very special man, and we are very honored and privileged to be here.
The honor is all mine.
We walked into the store a couple weeks ago and he wasn't here, and we just left a business card and he called us back, and here we are today. You never know where life is going to take you.
Well, you know, you got to do the right thing for the right reasons, and whenever anybody asks for help, you have to do the best you can.
That is true.
Okay.
That's true. And I think we sometimes forget, you know, about people and humanity, and it's nice to see people do good things.
We can change the world one interaction at a time.
Yep.
Now listen, what are we doing today?
We're gonna do a little Q&A session. He has these pods over here. I don't know. It kind of makes me a little nervous.
Fun. Let's see. I'm gonna find you a little teeny one. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have you just eat a little bit of pepper and then try to ask me questions.
He likes to spice it up a little bit.
Will someone please grab a water?
No, that's not allowed.
Yeah, grab a water, please.
All right, here we go.
It's on the way.
See, even though water doesn't do anything, only time will do something. It is, you know, kind of a psychological effect. I am drinking water. These are winter pods, so they're not really that hot, so you should be good. But
it's good, though.
You probably haven't had fresh pods in a little while.
I have not.
And maybe we'll have to give you another one, or I'm not going to eat pods today because I ate a bunch of them yesterday.
That was very tasty, though.
Isn't it tasty?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very, very like tender and juicy, though. It wasn't like, I don't know. I'm used to eating, I think, like jalapenos, where sometimes they're like dry tasting, but that was very good. So I just got my first Reaper pod.
Yeah, so
from Ed Currie himself.
Sometimes they're called dragon's breaths, but in the middle of winter, this is what the plants produce.
It's very tasty. So Ed, you have been growing peppers since 1981.
1981 is when I first started growing peppers.
That's 40 years.
Yeah.
I have the heat hiccups.
Yeah, I got into it when I was in college. I got my first pepper plant in 1981, and I grew my first peppers from seeds in 1981.
Heat hiccups. But PuckerButt Pepper Company did not originate until 2003, correct?
Well, yeah, and it actually, the name PuckerButt didn't come up until late 2004. It was originally Smokin Ed's Hot Sauce Company. Bunch of church ladies.
Church ladies?
Well, you know, you guys, your toilet humor, for those who don't know, females are vulgar and disgusting, okay?
Yeah.
When they talk, when there's only females around, they are worse than guys. So, a bunch of church ladies were talking about what my hot sauce and salsa put them through, and they were talking about making their butt pucker. And I said, if it doesn't make your butt pucker, it's not a PuckerButt pepper. And they cackled and laughed, and that's where the name came from.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
So, is it true? I also read in an article that women tend to have a higher tolerance.
Our experience is that women have a much higher tolerance than men. It has to do with a lot of scientific things.
Okay.
pH of the body, what you go through in your monthly cycle, magnesium, potassium. There's a lot of things that go into that equation. But females tend to have a higher tolerance than males for pain, you know, essentially.
I had never heard of that until I think it was a couple days ago when I was reading, one of the articles that had featured one of your interviews. But I can see that because I've had 4 children and I did not
Point.
have the epidural, so I can definitely see that. And I tend to have a high tolerance when it comes to some of this heat. I feel like it just builds. If I were to have eaten one of those pods 2 months ago, I would have been dying on the floor. Probably rolling in the cap cramps. He's feeding me another one. My hiccups are gone, so it's time to eat another Reaper pod.
I think it is.
All right, cool down.
And
There
just
we
so
go.
you know, yesterday I did a very lengthy interview where I was eating Reaper pods. So I wouldn't do something to you that I haven't been doing myself.
Should I trust him?
It's the truth. Here's my call sheet for. I mean, literally, we just did an interview yesterday. Don't say who it is, but look, I'll show you. You guys will be the first to know.
Ooh, I get
Look
top
who-
secret
Look
information.
who I am. Ooh.
How about that?
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Oh, you guys are gonna be so excited.
That's
Yeah.
really cool, man.
Yeah. So, what's your next
So,
question?
my next question, the first pepper that I saw, I'm not sure if I read this right, but the first pepper that you grew, that was one of the super hots, was called the HP22B.
Well, that was the original name of the crossbreed that became known as the Carolina Reaper.
Okay.
That was not one of the original super hot peppers I grew. I've been growing very hot peppers for a long time.
Okay.
But when we did the series that became the Reaper and several other peppers, HP was one of the codes that stood for higher power, not hot pepper. 22 was the row and B was the pot.
Okay.
Because I'm a scientist, so everything has codes and numbers, and so I know what I did in that particular thing, and I can replicate everything in the next trial.
Yep.
So, the HP22B is the original name for the Carolina Reaper, and the pepper that has the current Guinness World Record.
Bet you guys didn't know that. Learn something new every day. So I also read that the peach mango sauce is what won over your wife.
Yeah, peach mango salsa. And we
Salsa.
made it for a long time. We called it Linda's PMS.
Linda's PMS.
Yeah, because if you take her salsa, you're going to find out how nasty she can get. But Linda's PMS will be coming out again this year.
Ooh.
We're going to be using fresh peaches from Springs Farm, tomatoes from Springs Farm, onions from Springs Farm, and peppers from the PuckerButt Pepper Company. And we will be making the peach mango salsa. I just have to find an organic mango producer here in South Carolina. I know there's one on the coast. I just haven't heard back from them yet this year on whether I can get their production.
Sounds interesting.
Because I like to keep everything in state so that we're certified South Carolina, and I also like to do everything organic.
Yep, your farm is a certified organic farm.
Correct.
Which is awesome.
We're the largest certified hot pepper farm in the United States. There's bigger ones that do jalapenos or bell peppers and things like that, but we're the biggest hot pepper farm in the United States.
How many farms do you have?
Well, I have one farm. It's just many, many different fields. We
Many.
spread it out all
Okay.
over the place because we have secret stuff that we don't want other people to
Sure.
see. If you come visit us at the farm, which you're not allowed to do because insurance said no more of that, because they believe the myths on the internet about peppers, not the science.
Yes. Yeah.
But the farms that you can see from the road, all we grow there are Scotch bonnets and chili de arbo, jalapenos, that kind of thing. Where we grow our good stuff is all over the place and very well hidden.
Oh, gotta
And-
keep it hidden.
And just in case you find it, know that the fence is 220. And if you touch it, you're going to get shocked.
Find you in the morning.
Yeah, we'll find you in the morning. Okay.
You'll get lit up in a different way.
Yeah, because I am not. People are ruthless. They will do anything.
They are
for
ruthless.
a little bit of a claim to fame, and
Yes.
people have actually broken the law trying to get at our peppers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And the fields they were trying to break into had jalapenos in them. you know.
Go
It
get
is.
them jalapenos, guys.
I'm gonna break the law for a jalapeno.
Well, they're all scared of you and your mad scientistness, I think.
Right.
You're very creative, obviously, and no one's ever going to be able to top you, in my opinion. And
No, that's totally up to God.
that's yes, you're right there.
Tomorrow, someone could top me. Tomorrow, all this could disappear. As long as I'm following God's will for my life,
Yeah.
everything's going to be okay.
That's
I
right.
love
and
your
simple.
outlook in life, and I
Yes.
love how you like to spread that awareness and
Yeah.
communicate that to everybody around you. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I came in here last week, and I have to tell you guys this story. And I said, "Hey Ed, Ryan and I are going to be doing this video, and we're going to try to we need to find a sauce that I can chug. So what's a good sauce for chugging?" And Ed looks at me and he says, "I dare you, stupid."
I do.
You ended up going with that.
Although I Dare You Stupid was the name of the sauce, and he started telling me that that was the first sauce that he had chugged. But he actually recommended for us to chug the Chipotle Express. So this will be in one of our upcoming videos. But yes, I thought that was funny when he said that. It's like, "I dare you, stupid." I kind of looked at him like,
Well, when that
what?
yeah, when that I Dare You Stupid was the very first Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Okay, only when it came out, it said HP22B on it. When I chugged it, it was when those ice bucket challenges were
Oh,
going
yes.
around, and
Yes.
I said, "Who wants to pour ice on them? Let's everybody in the hot sauce community, let's chug sauce." And as far as we can find, I'm the first person on video to ever chug a bottle of hot sauce. And people thought I was crazy because I chugged a bottle of Reaper sauce.
Yes, I'm sure.
But it's, it's, my wife calls me stupid.
I get that.
I do a lot of stupid things, so
And that
it was
leads to
just
my
another
next
day.
question is, I have heard you over, the times that I've been in here talking about some of the names of some of your sauces.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us some of these sauces, how they got their names?
Well, the most interesting one is Voodoo Prince Death Mamba. We were it used to be known as Smokin' Ed's Table Sauce. And we were at a church fair, and a kid came up, he was about 6 years old, and he's like, "I want to try that hot sauce." And I said, "Well, you better get your daddy, And he was like, he had this big Louisiana drawl going, and he's like, "I don't need my daddy to eat hot sauce," And I got out this little taster spoon, and he said, "What are you doing?" And he slammed down a bunch of Voodoo Prince Death Mamba, which is that table sauce, and he started dancing. He was going like this, and he goes, "Daddy, that's the Voodoo Prince Death Mamba," and he was dancing. He's like, "Oh, that's a good sauce." I said, "I want that name." And he goes, $20 and a free bottle of sauce, and the name is yours.
Oh, really?
And every year at that fair, he asks for his $20. He's an old kid now. Maybe 20, 24. He's, a kid. But he eats a bottle of, he wants his $20 and he wants his bottle of sauce for me using his name that he came up with.
He's
the
gonna
Voodoo
get his
Prince
$20.
Death Mamba. But most of the names come from us sitting around eating stuff and just cracking up. We get a pepper buzz going and we start talking, and I hear something that clicks in my mind, and I copyright it and trademark it before anybody else can do it. And then it's mine. There's actually a lot of sauces from other people I own the trademark on.
Can you explain, since you are the mad scientist, can you explain a little bit more about the science behind the capsaicin and the buzz that people talk about getting?
Well, if I did that, I'd have to kill you.
You have to kill me.
No. No.
You'd have to kill me in
Well,
Reapers.
capsaicinoids, what most people don't understand why they like hot sauce, okay, is capsaicinoids fill the dopamine receptors in your brain just like a narcotic does, and releases huge amounts of endorphin and dopamine into your system. So you're essentially catching a little buzz, kind of like a runner's high. So you eat more hot sauce, you feel better. You eat more hot sauce, you feel better. And then eventually addiction kicks in and you have to have hot sauce. But that is some simple science, very technical stuff broke down into simple science.
And you recommend for beginners that are trying to eat spicy stuff for them to eat it with, I read, bananas, avocado. I can't even remember. There were a couple different things that I had read.
Yeah, those fruits and vegetables that I recommended contain high quantities of minerals that help with digestion.
Okay.
Okay, so it helps people digest if they go overboard a little bit. It really doesn't help with the burn or anything like that.
I was going to ask about digestion because, being a part of the chili head community, if you will, cap cramps
There's a
is
chili head community?
very common.
Small ones,
You
like
are
summer.
the master of it.
Stop on that.
You're definitely up there.
And
that's
that
for
is
sure.
a commonly asked question is, what is the better way to help with the digestion piece? Or, I think some people are just kind of going, a little overboard on some of these challenges and hot things that they eat. And I have heard that it's really, truly better to eat it with food.
Well, food just makes some stuff in there for if you have too much, it's easier to throw up. Okay, that's about it.
So it's easier to throw up, just to get it out of your system.
There's nothing actually in a pepper that can hurt you. Okay, it's not giving you the heartburn, it's all the crap you're doing with it that's giving you the heartburn. Can't burn a hole in your throat, can't do anything. Unless you have a predisposed allergy to nightshades, nothing can happen, all right? It's the crap that you eat when you're eating hot stuff that's giving you all that. There is your stomach does want to extrude capsaicin out of it, so that's where you get cramps from. There's other things that do happen that are painful but temporary. Okay, it's because you're eating poison. Okay, capsaicin is a poison to your body. That's why that chemical reaction we perceive as heat. Your brain is saying no, 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 no. Okay, but then it says, oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So people go overboard with challenges, and it makes for good video. But there's nothing really. All the stuff you read about fats, all the stuff you read about all that other stuff, nothing but time helps in anything. Time is the only thing. When your body is done processing all that capsaicinoid, then you're done. All that other stuff just makes it easier to throw up and doesn't make you feel any better. It makes it spicy again, and you still get the cramps and you still get all that other stuff. You just get psychological relief from throwing up.
Yep. I have definitely gone on board with the capsaicin, the chili head community, if you will. It's definitely something that has been life-changing for me. I think it's been life-changing for a lot of people. I've heard a lot of different stories of people giving up their addictions to drugs and alcohol and being able to do so with peppers, and I think it's amazing. I have recently discovered the tincture, which is pure pepper oil, and I literally drop tincture all day long. And I read an article that you start I don't know if you still do.
Yeah, every morning.
Do you still start your morning
every
with
morning,
tincture?
5 drops
Every
in my
morning?
first cup of coffee. Boom.
I love it.
Yeah, well, I don't need that second cup because my body
Because
is
that'll wake
rolling.
your ass up.
Okay, but I take the second cup usually around 9 o'clock, but I don't need it anymore. Well, it all depends on the kids the night before.
Yeah, that's true.
But we actually we do a lot of things. We do a lot of things that normal people don't do in the chili head community. And there, like any other community, there's good and bad in it. You just got to focus on the positive. And those people are in negative, just let them go to the side.
That is very
They're
true.
going to be negative no matter what. You could hand them $1 million, a world record, and they'd still find something wrong with it. Okay?
I love your positivity, and I read in one of these articles as well how you sell your sauces, you sell your seeds, you sell your products, knowing that some of these are going to your potential rivals. I don't have the quote with me because my phone's over there, but I thought it was amazing that your response back to that was, I'm willing to help everybody because if I can better somebody else, that also betters me as well. And I thought that that was very, very amazing to see because we live in such a negative world nowadays, and it's hard to find people that have that sense of positivity. So I think that that's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's how we're all supposed to live. I don't care what dogma you follow. if you mold all but 2 of them that I've read about, and I've studied many, we're supposed to be helping each other no matter what. No matter what. Okay? Okay? And if we help each other, we all succeed.
That's very true. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit with me
Oh, no problem.
and talk.
I love you.
You do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I hope someday you have such an amazing company. You have amazing employees that work here. You can
They're
just
going to want to raise
you
now.
can I know. You can feel the culture when you walk in here. You can feel it in your heart. And I hope that I can join your pepper family because I want to be one of your pepper people, and I would love to one day go on your pepper farm and help you pick peppers.
Well, unfortunately, we don't even pick our own peppers anymore. I'm the only one who goes out in the fields. But one day you can do some other stuff with us.
Hey.
And you're already part of the pepper family. I wouldn't have you here in my house
Aw.
if you weren't.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Yeah, I love you.
Oh,
You
rock
heard
it.
it yourself,
That's
folks.
All right, so
All right.
listen,
Thank you.
we got work to do. It's almost time for my giveaway. And I've been stuck doing a whole bunch of other crap all week long. So we just want to say, God bless you. Thank you. Have a great day. Help someone. Okay, help someone. Go out and help someone, even if it's just someone in your own household. And also, tune in for the next great Today's Adventure. Like, subscribe, and share. What else am I supposed to say, Brandon? Comment. Put those thumbs ups in there, the little heart things, whatever other emoji crap is out there. Do everything you can to help promote this channel. We love them. You should love them too.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
This is for you.
I gotta
Bakersodes. You wanted it, you get it.
This
Thanks,
is for
guys.
you, Bakersodes.
You can't
Fresh
twist my
Reaper
arm to do this.
from Ed. Doesn't get any better than that.
And
They
that
are
one's-
Ryan, you pick the next one.
All right, let's get somebody that. Let's see. First person to comment today's adventure.
Oh, that was a shameless plug.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I was trying to.
You are banned from the store.